in my studio. It is 11 o'clock, Monday, March 28th, and this is my weekly live video where I share with you what I'm working on, and it's an opportunity for you to have me answer any questions that you might have if you're working on one of my projects. So let me share with you what I've been doing, and okay, let's dig in. On Saturday, I taught a Zoom class, one of my Zoom classes, and it was my Art in Bloom. Now, Art in Bloom is a foundation panel pattern, and we actually spent a lot of time talking about fabric selection on this. So you can see I didn't move as quickly. I didn't get a whole collage finished, but I hope we answered. I think it was a really good class because we talked about fabric selection, and then once you've selected your fabric, how to just play with it and have fun and to think like an artist. So one thing I wanted to point out with this is you can see this is a foundation panel. A lot of what I've shown you recently has been using my parchment pressing method. The foundation panel is a super fun way to create a collage because it's a little bit like paint by number. And the design is pre-printed on a really nice cotton, and then you just apply the design covering up the gray guide. Now, the gray tone is a guide for fabric selection if you would like, or and fabric placement. But the thing that I taught the class this last Saturday was, even though there's not a lot of detail on the leaves here, so some of these leaves are just a solid color, if you want to play with it a little bit more and make it more realistic, less stylized, because this is very stylized, incorporate the ideas of shadow and light and dark and warm and cool into your palette that you of the fabric that you select. So just thought I'd share this with you. I think this is going to be really, really beautiful. Look at those colors in there. When I'm working on something like this, I absolutely love to see what happens because I never know what's going to happen. All I'm really learning through my process of being a collage quilter is to really appreciate and play with my fabric. I've removed the constraints that I've put on myself. And so I'm really focusing on just being as creative as possible and enjoying the process of creation. And it thrills me to see how things come together. So one other thing that has just been incredible to see is all of the sunflowers that people have been creating. As you know, we've had this sunflower I was donating, collecting funds through the sale of that Ukrainian sunflower, and we've donated $15,000 to a charity that is helping on the ground with Ukrainian refugees. So there was some talk on my Saturday class about putting together some quilts made from those Ukrainian sunflowers. Kind of similar to what you might have seen on the Facebook cover for the Collage Quilter Academy, where I just made a collage of everybody's design. Well, not everybody's, but I want to add more and more and more. I want you to see it. It's so, so beautiful just to see how everybody's design turned out. And that's the thing that I love about collage. We can all be working on the same pattern, but man alive, just based on fabric selection, just little teeny tweaks with fabric selection make things turn out very unique. Collage is an art form that you cannot replicate. It's impossible to assume that one person is going to select all the exact same fabric and then cut it and place it all in the same way. That's why textile collage, like what we're doing, is one of a kind, unique artwork. And it's just so fun. I love it. So this is a good example. This is my third Art in Bloom, and already it's taking on a different a different look, a different palette based on the palette that I selected for it. So as you know, if you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat box. So I'm going to share with you kind of what I did with my, here is my Ukrainian sunflower. As you know, I am kind of preparing for a quilt along that I want to do in May. It'll be May flowers or our garden party. And so these are the only blocks that I'm going to show you right now. We're going to have a whole bunch of blocks, kind of like we did with the Christmas one. But I thought I'd start with this and just kind of show you how I was having so much fun with this. So this was the original sunflower was just on the blue fabric, and I have this beautiful French fabric that I've had actually for decades. I, like many of you, I hoard fabric, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to play. I'm going to just have fun. And this is the result. And I couldn't be more happy. It looks very French. I just think it's super pretty. So going in that vein, then I was working on the you know, kind of my other blocks. And I think you've seen this one before, but this is the new block with the kind of the border fabric. I'll show that up close. Isn't that so fun? This was really fun because the background is white, and so it allowed me to be not so precise in cutting these pieces out because they were on a white background. So they just blend in really well. Fun, fun, fun. I love it. I just think it's so cheerful and happy. I love the red and the green and the blue. You've probably seen this one before. And again, a lot of times if I don't know how I'm going to use something, or if I'm not pleased with the direction that something is going, I put it away for a while and then I pull it back out. So I have lots of designs, lots of creations that I've done over the last year or two. And if I'm not going to use them right away, I put them away. And then when I'm ready, I pull them back out. And look how cute this lady block is. This is my favorite. I love that. Again, this is just some old, I think it's Heather Bailey fabric. I can't even remember. I've just had this fabric for a long time, and this was the perfect use for it. So I hope that you all are keeping your fabric in, you know, however you want to create your garden party. And then finally, we've got the bee down here. Now you can see he's not quite finished. I might leave him like that. We'll see as I get the rest of the blocks put together for this project. I want to show you some additional blocks that I did during the week that, again, I might not use. So the first one is this one. I can't remember if I showed you this pansy last week. I think I might have. So here's the pansy, and I created another block. Now, as I said, I might use this in this quilt design. I don't know, because it's a little more pink and purple, and I kind of like the blue and red that's going on. If I don't use this block as it is, my intention is to do a blue pansy, and I'm going to use this to create a pillow or something really fun. I want to embroider on this with my machine, with my new Bernina machine. So this is going to turn into something if it's not going to be part of the quilt. And then I also pulled out this yummy bug. This is old. This is almost a year old, but now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, he might be a really great addition to the garden party too. Because bugs are part of the party, right? Okay, so that's what I've been working on. I also have just selected and traced out the fish that I'm going to use for the sea creature collection, or the sea creature quilt. And then once I get those sea creatures all finished, I'll be select. So I've got the octopus, the jellyfish. I have 2 exotic, fish, seahorse. I want to do, so those are all almost done. And then I'll do some kelp, and we're just going to see what happens with that. So my goal is to have a big announcement next Monday, hopefully about the sea creatures. Fingers crossed. I still have you can see my old lady in the shoe back there. I had to move the old lady in the shoe because I needed this for my class on Saturday. So that is almost done as well. I don't have it sewn down or pressed down, and so I'm not going to hold it up because the pieces might fall off. Because I'm not sure I'm satisfied with it quite yet. I want to maybe tweak it a little bit more. So that's what's been going on with me. It is 11:11. Make a wish. Okay, let's say hello to everybody, and let me answer any questions. Right out of the chute, Sherry asked a great question. She said, will you have the fabric like you did for the last one? So in the last quilt along, I'm trying to remember. Oh, so I wonder if you're talking about the Wee Green Beasties. So for the Wee Green Beasties quilt, I had the fabric, the quilt kit. This one, I will try and have some things maybe similar, but as I said, I pulled out some fabric that is directly from France that a friend brought me 20 years ago. And so I can't make that available. Trust me, I've been looking to see if I can find it. I don't think I'll be able to find a lot of these things. So, and that's my bad as an artist. I sometimes am like, you know what? As I've said, I don't want to be constricted by what I might be able to sell. I just want to be able to create with what I have. So that's the direction that I went, creating with what I had on hand. So the moral of the story is collect lots of fabric. And but we'll see what I can do. Okay. Of course I will have all the bundles. So we'll have all the color bundles. So we've got red in stock, we've got yellow, we've got black is almost complete. We'll have just about everything. We now have brown in stock and on sale on Collage Quilter. So all the fabric bundles for the collage elements will be available, just maybe not the background fabric. Okay, so Nancy just asked a great question, and she said, could you add a starfish? There are actually 2 starfish in the Sea Creatures quilt, and they are absolutely beautiful. So the Sea Creature quilt will be a parchment pressing pattern. So it will be available as a download. I will make it available as a download for my international customers, as well as if you want to buy it as the foundation or a pattern, paper pattern, I'll make that available as well. Okay, let's see. Somebody just mentioned that many of the French fabrics are available from a company in South Carolina. So I will keep looking for those fabrics because I think that's the direction that I'm going with this. I love that kind of French look. It's super summery and beautiful. So I'll keep looking for it. And if you find it, please let me know where we can get it, okay? So that we can make it available for everybody to purchase for our quilt along that will be in May. Jan asked, is the poppy part of another pattern? Nope, the poppy will be part of the garden party pattern. So, and I haven't figured out exactly all the details about how this quilt along will work. It will probably be something similar to what we did in December, because I know that was really fun for people to go to their email inbox and see the new design. I'm not going to share any more. This is the teaser that you get. Okay, there will be many more blocks, and that's a good taste of it. Okay. Lynn just asked a great question. She said, in class on Saturday, you used what's behind you. She means this. So this is a drafting table, and on the drafting table, I have my foam core that's covered in felt. And she said, do you typically work flat when you are not in a class setting? So Lynn, this is a great question. I have, let's see, I have several pieces of foam core that are smaller. So today, when I'm working on my fish, I will just be sitting at this table working on a small section, and it will be flat. Particularly when I'm doing parchment pressing, I find that it's helpful to work on a flat surface because the fabric pieces don't stick as easily to the parchment paper as they do to a foundation panel. So whenever I'm doing a foundation panel, I will put it upright. Okay, so upright on this, if I'm working on a foundation panel, because the pieces stick easier, they're less likely to slip off. If I'm working on a flat surface and a smaller project, I do work on a flat surface. Okie doke. Oh, Gail also just said, thank you, Gail. I'll mention, if anybody is interested in this foundation panel for Art in Bloom, there is a 30% off coupon in the book. So if you have my Collage Quilter Essentials book, you can use that coupon for a discount. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Sherry just said, are you working on the neutral fabric bundle yet? Yes, we have almost everything for, well, when I say neutral, it's actually whites and creams and really low volume. So obviously when it goes for sale, you'll be able to see all the pieces that are in that. But let me just again remind you what we're working on. We currently have brown, purple, blue, orange, which is new. The orange is new. Red, yellow, green. We will be releasing very soon a black and gray, and white and cream, and we're working on a new type of bundle, which is going to be the fussy cutting bundle. We have shipments that are sitting in the warehouse at Free Spirit as we wait for Cafe fabric. I'm not sure what the delay is, but we ordered it over a month ago and it's still sitting there. So as soon as that comes, we'll be able to finish up these bundles. As you know, my bundles, we take a lot of care and concern to select a great variety of 18 different fabrics for each colorway. So it takes a little bit of time to gather everything that I want to use, and I use all of those fabrics in my projects. So that's what we have coming up. Someone asked if there's going to be a seahorse. Yes, there will be a seahorse in the sea creatures. Let's see, and I'm just looking. Somebody said, you are blowing the roof off the house with your beautiful collections. Ladybug, bee, and beetle can't wait. Thank you so much. When you said that, caught my eye because it's super, super windy here. And when you said you're blowing the roof off, I'm like, what? Because a few weeks ago, the wind was just howling and it blew my fence over into my neighbor's yard and ruined their landscaping. So we have a guy out there in the backyard working on our fence right now. Anyway, okay, well, thank you. I'm glad that's a good blow off, a good blow up. Okay, let's see. if there are other questions that I can answer. Okay, I'm continuing. It's so great to see everybody. Let's see. Oh, Lori just asked a great question. She said, will you be doing cone flowers as part of the garden party quilt? The blocks are beautiful. Cone flower, maybe. I'm not going to give everything away right now. You guys just have to wait and see. Okay? Okay. But I promise you're going to be excited and happy with the collection that we come up with. Let's see here. Oh, it's so great to have everybody come out this morning and say hello. Let's see. So somebody asked, do I have any more of the blue? This beautiful Celadon blue color for the background. Oh, it was Doris. Hi, Doris. I need to check. I think we're out of that. That is one that I can get again, I think. So I need to spend some time making sure that I'll look at all of this and see what we can acquire for the background, okay? I know we're sold out of the original fat quarters that we were offering. Let's see, any other questions? Let me continue down. Oh, Jan said, will you show us some of the fussy cut fabric? Yes, I will show you. I've got a piece sitting right here. And another piece sitting right here. So this is one of the fussy cut pieces that we're going to be including. And in our fussy cut bundles, they will be fat quarters, not eighth of a yard, because obviously we want to be able to provide you with a large flower. Look how gorgeous these are. So this is one of them. We've got this beautiful print by Kaif that will be in a couple different colorways. This will be in our bundles because these are so perfect for the leaves, like I've used in this parrot. You can see I've used the different colors in these. We've got this one is a different print. This one is coming. We've got some butterfly fabric that's coming. So we have lots of fabric that's going to have flowers of different sizes, butterflies, leaves, just stuff that you can have a lot of fun with incorporating into your designs like this. So see those butterflies? Yes. Okay, that's that. Let me see if there are, let's see. So someone mentioned that a puzzle table would work great for the smaller blocks. Yes. Krista asked, is the poppy pressed on a pattern panel? The poppy I created this on a parchment paper, and it is now on a piece of kind of the white, a white background. This is an art gallery piece that has, it's one of their common in their common collection. Anyway, so that's that one. Somebody said, I'll bet this is Patty. I can't see some of the names on Facebook, but she said, you're going to get more snow. It's about to rain in Southern California. So yes, I am looking forward to some more snow. We went skiing on Friday and the snow is melting so quickly and it was just weird spring skiing. I love spring skiing, but okay. Someone asked, will we be purchasing each block as you go for the garden party sew along? Again, I haven't figured out exactly, I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to deliver this. I'll figure that out and I will let you know. I know that the flowers will be released in the next couple of weeks, most likely in mid-April, mid to late April. Let's see. Ooh, bitter cold in Western New York, it looks like. The The old lady in the shoe is almost finished. Okay. For the art in bloom, would you consider those peonies? Absolutely. I think that might be a really fun thing. In fact, I might end up doing that so that I can get where's the art in bloom? Right here. So here's the art in bloom that's underway. This is the pot, obviously. Lynn is talking about maybe using these peonies that are in this. Oh, yeah. Don't you think that'd be so pretty? I'm going to try that. So that will be a really fun thing to work on. So there we have it, folks. I have just spent a little while talking to you, and I get tired of talking. I'm sure you get really tired of listening to me. So that's that. Okay, that's what's coming up, and I will keep you abreast. Again, I love the opportunity to have you join me in my studio every Monday at 11 o'clock. It keeps me accountable, and I love to think, okay, what am I going to show? What am I working on? What do I want to show? What do I need to hide for my friends every Monday? So thank you for joining me. Next week a week from today is my 50th birthday. 50. Join me here next Monday at 11 o'clock for some special party time because I love my birthday and it's a big one. So we're going to celebrate together. So I will see you next Monday. Take care, everyone. Be safe and be kind, as I know you are. All right.